stories, made things up, messed with people, slept a lot. And our coach had a plug-in TV with a VCR attached to it, and we had the converter, so we got to watch movies once in a while and piled up bags to put this TV on. I bet probably 2 out of the whole team maybe had it, and I was one of them. I had an MP3 player that could hold 13 songs, and I was kind of the deal. We bonded really well. Even though I had the MP3 player, I rarely used it because I would miss out on stories and everything else, so we really didn't use that stuff. But bonding was huge. We were in bands in a Suburban, and everybody talked, and we were close, and it was good. I think we still bond really well. I think that everybody's so close, and while there's still times that people put their headphones on or they're watching movies and that kind of stuff, there's still a lot of interaction. I can look back at the back of the bus and I see people are together talking. And it always makes me smile when I see that people are bonding on the team.
It was pretty funny because like there were no Apple products, so you didn't have iPhone, those kind of things. I remember a Discman, so you had to carry like your CD case. You flip through your 100 CDs and pop out a CD. But a lot of times we played cards, it was pitch or whatever. So it was a lot of hangout, talk time, and you know how it is with RMAC trips. You're on the bus forever. Well, like I said, at that time, cell phones, you had it, but it was just to call people, and then some texting. So like that was a popular thing to text, but it wasn't what it is now where you can play games and things like that. So percentage-wise, I'd say maybe 10%, because like I had a PSP, so it was a little portable gaming system, but a lot of times we really didn't care about it because it wasn't focused on that. We either watched a movie in the bus or we hung out and played cards, like the Discman, stuff like that. Nobody really used it. I think it was a lot better because you didn't get so wrapped up into playing your game. It was more like talking to each other about the game. So I mean, I ran track and we felt like we were a family even though the team was huge, because you would go sit with different people on these long rides. Like you were constantly with different groups, hanging out, talking. So I know the bonding was really good. The trips sucked because they're really long, but it was a lot of fun.
So earlier you mentioned how you had to help your bus driver know its way back. What are your comments on that?
Yeah, this is what's funny because we didn't have MapQuest or anything like that, and we were going down to Colorado, and our bus driver had no idea the fastest route, where you go Bridgeport and there's that cutoff down to Kimball. So he went like all the way into Gearing and came all the way back to Bridgeport and then drove down to Sydney. And we're like, dude, what are you doing? So we had to sit on the bus for an extra hour and a half or 2 hours. It was awful. But again, like, I don't know, we felt like we just hopped on and hung out. So it was never a bad thing. The time that we spent spending time together. No, what was really cool, traveling wise, is because we weren't so wrapped up in technology, you looked for different landmarks. So when we did our 2-hour around the Panhandle, John, we could see Chimney Rock and the monument over in Scottsbluff. But then when we would get into the hills, I remember times that like it would be hot outside, but then you'd go through the mountains to go over to Western or over to Adams, and you'd see the beautiful scenery and snow, and it was just cool to be on the road and just spending time together.
social significance of the American Road is not only the perk of road travel itself, but also the relationships that college athletes get to build with each other on their long bus rides to compete.
Although technology has increased throughout the years, I still think that it has a good effect on college athletes. With Snapchat, Twitter, and Instagram, I think that people have more interaction through technology than face-to-face. Like John and Coach Raymer were talking about earlier in our video, I think they had more face-to-face interaction throughout their teammates and they had a lot of fun. I think that technology and face-to-face both benefit college athletes throughout the road.